Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Today it's an NL Central Division matchup between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. John Lester is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
1 o'clock.
And he takes strike 2.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. 64 degrees our temperature here at first pitch this afternoon. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. How do they go about taking down their division rival, Mark DeRosa?
Matty, I know I'm stating the obvious, but the middle of the order has to come through today. You got guys that are playing way above their pay grade on the periphery, and it's time for them to look and see the big boys do their job.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. His past history against John Lester, he's batting .500, 6 for 12. He's taken him deep once. This is line to left. Bryant is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The shortstop.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product Paul DeYoung. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Almora going back, just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall, and he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Batting 4th.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and that'll bring up big-time RBI man Marcell Ozuna. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down out there. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
The right fielder, Jose.
This game is unbelievable sometimes, Dan. There's a bullet knock right there. You're expecting an RBI. He almost hit it too good. He can't even score.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Into the bleachers and gone.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
Batting 6th.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina.
Yadier.
As Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. 3 runs already home here. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the. Now in the box, Ben Zobrist. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Cubs, the second baseman.
And this one runs up high, ball 1.
Zobrist.
Popped up. Goldschmidt over to his left. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matty, they got to love the production they're getting out of the leadoff spot right now. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Bryant is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. Popped him up. DeYoung is under it, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Cubs nothing. Digging in the switch hitter, Dexter Fowler. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Dexter.
First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
1 strike.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And Fowler swings and misses as he's retired for round number 1.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. His past history against John Lester, pretty average results, 4 for 15. A ball and a strike. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
And another foul ball. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and into bat next the pitcher Miles Michaelis. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
The third baseman, number 13.
Here's Matt Carpenter. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And Zobrist will make the catch, and that'll be that. So in now for Chicago, Javier Baez, last year's recipient of the Silver Slugger Award for NL second baseman. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Popped up, back behind second. Wong is there. 1 down.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And let's focus on the captain of the defense, Yadier Molina. Future Hall of Famer, ability to control a pitching staff and shut down the opposition's running game.
And they start him out away with a called strike. Front door curve is taken. Strike two.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And there's out number 2.
Batting fifth, the third
Next
baseman,
Cub up, David Bodie. They're trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one fouled off to the right side. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
One of the keys to securing a win. They want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
now batting.
So one gone here in the St. Louis third, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Popped him up. Contreras moving to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up big-time RBI man Marcell Ozuna. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will return. Here's Jason Hayward now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing, and he pops him up. DeYoung backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and into bat next is Albert Almora. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. A 2 ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Softly hit toward the hole. Goldschmidt comes up with it, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Now to the plate, the pitcher, John Lester. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. It's in there, and the Cubs look to have extra bases on their first hit of the game. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Here's Ben Zobrist now. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. He's in at second safely as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game. From the belt, the pitch.
Well, he was almost out of the inning. Did the last 2 batters showed him that you can't lose focus on the mound, even if you get too.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Martinez. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
2-0 now. Now the 2-0. Lofted in the air out to right field. Hayward has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. The next to bat for St. Louis, Yadier Molina. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
But unfortunately, right after shortstop for the second out.
The center field.
Now batting, Dexter Fowler. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Belted high and deep into right center. Almora racing back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Fowler around second. He's headed for third. The relay throw, the tag, and he is out at third. And with that, ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
The first baseman.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Shortstop, Javier.
Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And this will find the wall in the very deepest part of the yard. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. So a runner at third here with 1 gone. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. Fouled off.
In most parks in the league, that would be a round tripper. I mean, he hits this thing probably more than 400 feet, but he'll have to be content with a triple. Has to feel good about the way he hit it, though.
The count now at 2-1. Liner toward right center. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
David Bodie is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Pulled toward right center field. Hayward has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher.
So here now's the pitcher, Miles Michaelis. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the sweet swinging Matt Carpenter.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about the best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, thanks, Heidi. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The 0-2 once more, and he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound, and there's out number 1.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
1-2.
Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Ben Zobrist. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Ozuna is there, and he'll make the catch to retire this. At the plate, Paul Goldschmidt, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Slow grounder to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Cut fastball, and it's by him 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 home. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. So 2 gone now in the St. Louis half of the 6th, and that'll bring up big-time RBI man Marcell Ozuna. A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
The right fielder,
Jose Martinez will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Not every day that you see a ball come off the bat like that one did, and looking at it again on show track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that.
Into the box now, Yadier Molina, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the 0-1, and it's fouled away. Fouled off. Ozuna at second, Martinez at first, 2 out in the inning. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw to first ends the inning. Cards strand a couple, but they still lead it 3-2. Digging in, Anthony Rizzo. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
First baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
First delivery to him on the way. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Fouled away. The 1-2 goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. There to handle it is Ozuna, and there's 1 away. Here's Javier Baez. He made it to 3rd on a triple in his previous appearance. And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Yeah, and I know you fight as an offensive player to get in a 3-1 count. What's the tension level on the mound throwing this guy a 3-1 heater?
That's one of the things you don't want to do. You have a game plan when you go into this, and the game plan normally is get ahead with strike one and make hitters expand the zone. 3-1, not a good time to throw a fastball.
Runner, yes,
Runner breaks for third. In there, now the throw. And he nails him at third. Great throw. Two runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And that's a fair ball, line to the right side.
Well, now you see how difficult it is to be a catcher. This ball is really smoked, gets all the way to the wall, D-Row, but he just doesn't have the foot speed to turn this into an extra base hit.
Yeah, his calling card is definitely not his ability to run the bases. It's for offense and massaging a pitching staff.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
3-1 to him now. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. Fortunately for him, though, no error on the bobble, and the runners will hold at first and second now.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody has got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Line softly toward the hole. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. Alan Webster is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Oh, he gets a glove on it, knocks it down. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out.
Now second baseman.
Stepping in, Colton Wong. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball 1. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get foul. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Try to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. Spin throw. The spin throw gets him at first. Nicely done for the second out.
The pitcher, number 39.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Miles Michaelis. A hit in 2 tries so far. Oh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And low, it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home.
No, hello.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strike. And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And a good job to lay off the fastball. They're close, but it's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Goldschmidt able to put the squeeze on it here. 1 away.
Now batting.
Stepping up to the plate, Daniel Descalzo. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
3-1.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Now back
From the
second
stretch.
baseman.
Hopped up. Carpenter in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Swing and a little blooper to center. Wong ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Now batting.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. 1-0 the count. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
It's a nice job by the batter right there, able to fight off a high fastball and slap it the other way for a single.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Oh, and trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
He's set. The 3-2 on the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Fine work there from the St. Louis bullpen. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Cubs 2. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Matt Carpenter. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Swing, and he pops him up, but this will land untouched. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there, out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down even more or tries to run a heater by him.
The 0-2 once more. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Into the bleachers and gone. Solo shot to right center, and it gives the Cardinals a 4-2 lead.
And this is big right here. It's one thing to be winning late in the game, but going up by 2 runs makes a huge difference. Now their bullpen doesn't have to be perfect, just good. Takes a lot of pressure off, especially when you're on the road.
The first baseman.
Standing in now, Paul Goldschmidt. As he'll cut on and miss it, a good slider at the knees for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Fly ball out toward left center field. Amor will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
Up next to the Cardinals.
Now at the plate, Paul DeYoung.
Paul DeYoung.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he fouls this one off. The 0-1 delivery. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Weak grounder back to the mound. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Marcell Ozuna. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Liner in there for a base hit. So the 2-out hit keeps the top of the 8th inning extended.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
In now, Jose Martinez, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Almora, and that's the 3rd out. Cards get a run courtesy of Matt Carpenter. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's now a 4-2 St. Louis lead. Standing in, Javier Baez. And he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning. And a ball 1-0.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
3-0 to him now. Here it is, the 3-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And that's out number 1. So 1 gone here in the Chicago 8th. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. No balls and 1 strike. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Full count now, 3-2. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Ian Happ will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
He's hitting for the Cubs. Number 8.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Happ was born in the state of Pennsylvania. This is his 2nd year as a major leaguer. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. DeYoung's got it. And the throw is right there at first. Oh, a fine off-balance play up the middle may have saved 2 runs, and the inning is over. Brad Brock enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Striding into the box, Yadier Molina, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really nice offensive player.
Dexter Fowler.
So striding forward now, Dexter Fowler. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Two balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. 2-1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Now the 2-1. He swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Popped him up. Under it is Zobrist. 2 away now. Colton Wong will stand in.
Colton Wong.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes. A bouncer up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. And now you might start wondering about a pinch hitter. If that's the case, here's what the Redbirds have left on the bench. Harrison Bader will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 48, Harrison Bader.
He's running. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And he is out at second. Caught Jordan Hicks takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 49, Jordan Hicks.
Striding in to start the 9th, Jason Hayward, and they'll need him to get something going here. First offering on its way, and that misses ball 1.
Well, late in the game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
The center fielder.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit down the third baseline. Set to deliver the 0-1. On the ground for the shortstop, DeYoung. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting.
Into the box, Daniel Descalso. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. 2-run game, last of the 9th with 2 away. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Descalso behind 1-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Ozuna is there. Makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
4-2 the final score today. The Cardinals hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Miles Mikolas is the winning pitcher of record. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals, 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Miles Mikolas. The loss goes to John Lester. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.